Hello? Can we ask everybody, including our colleagues, to bring it in? You don't have to stand in the parking lot, guys. You come on in so you can hear and see what's happened here.
We need your full attention. All right?
Come here. Turn around. We want to see the front of you.
What do you think?
I can get rid of the back here.
Yeah, this is, good morning everybody. My name is Tom Duffy and I have the privilege of chairing the board. I also have had the privilege for 15 years of having every board meeting having climate weather. So this is par for the course. Most of you know every time we have a meeting it's either rain, snow, sleet, nor'easters, all sorts of things. So we'll try to move through this just in case we get some bad weather, but we want to take some time and welcome my fellow board members, welcome our leadership team, welcome our staff, welcome Jim and Ginger, and welcome Jim's family who's joined us today. And I'll just give a shout out to a few of them. His son Jason, his wife Marina. Raise your hand so they can see you. They want to. Granddaughter Sammy. Granddaughter Julia. Daughter Joan. And son Mark and his wife Renata. Where are you? Yeah, it's up over here. And Jim's daughter Jessica was unable to.
She's on our video call.
She is. Hi, Jessica. Welcome. There you are. Welcome, Jessica. And today's a really special day, and it's a long time coming. Jim left us as CEO almost 2 years ago, right now, Jim?
Yep.
And we've been waiting for the day to properly honor his tremendous contribution to the Seeing Eye and the work that both he and Ginger did tirelessly on behalf of this wonderful organization. So today is in fact that day, and it's great to have our board members, our staff, our leadership team, and Jim's family joining us. So today's a two-part celebration with some commentary. I'll get out of the way pretty quickly, which is what you want me to do, but we'll have some others speak today. So what we typically do when we do a former CEO, president, trustee, who's at Jim's level, is we do a portrait, and that's typically, it hangs in the hallowed halls inside, and so Jim's portrait was prepared. Ron White, who's with us today, is the photographer who did such a wonderful job of Jim's portrait. And just a note here that this is the first time that one of these portraits will be on the wall that will include Seeing Eye dogs. So it is the first time that we've had that, because Jim is the first graduate to lead this wonderful organization. So let's unveil it. Let you guys take a look at this beautiful work of art. And what a great job, Ron. Thank you so much, and you guys will get this chance to look at it and study it. And Jim, it will hang in honor at the Seeing Eye and remembering the great contribution you made.
Thank you.
You get to talk in a few minutes, not yet though.
Okay.
I know you want to jump this. I know how this goes because when I was on the board, you used to say, "Tom, sit down, I got this." Glenn's getting used to saying, "Sit down, I got this." We're getting there. Now, further to that though, we wanted really to remember, quite frankly, into perpetuity, the contribution that you made to the Seeing Eye. So we've had a statue that has been sculpted for you, and just a fun fact about statues in the Seeing Eye, there are only 3 other statues that the Seeing Eye has had commissioned in its 92 years of existence. Yours will be the 4th. And so the 3 other statues, Jim, I could test you, and you probably passed the test. I'm not going to test you today.
I'm not allowed to talk.
You know, that never stopped you. So the first one, which many of you know who've been in Morristown, is Morris, Frank, and Buddy, and that statue sits in the green and is noted and photographed very often. The second statue is William DeBeta, and that was the first instructor at the Seeing Eye, and the statue was made for William. And the third was simply a generic statue called Best Friends, and that was to celebrate our puppy raisers and the puppies themselves. So that was the third. So Jim, yours will be the fourth statue. It will be right out here in front of the CEO's office, just to remind Glenn of the great legacy that you've left. No pressure, Glenn, by the way. But it will be here, and the statue is a statue that was you and Colby. And I have actually the picture which we'll pass around. We picked this one, Jen actually did, because it's a terrific shot of both you and Colby. You're kneeling down and Colby's next to you, and we thought it was a great photo of the two of you in front of this main house, which is where this statue will reside. And in addition to that, what we did is we have stones around the statue, and the stones are 9 stones for your 9 seeing eye dogs. So I was going to try to memorize their names, Jim, but I didn't. So let me do this, and now I've just lost my piece of paper, so I will have to memorize it. Your first, maybe I should ask you. No, I'm not going to do it. Your first seeing eye dog was Sheba in 1970, and if I'm wrong on any of these, you let me know. Followed by Sadie, Eddie, Ursel, Euland, Anthony, Colby, Vegas, and obviously now Easton. I get them all right?
You got them right.
So each one of those is celebrated with a stone right around the statue itself, and that statue will stay there into perpetuity. And just as long as I'm on the statue, I'd like to thank Bennett Studios in California. They were the sculptors of the statue, Jim, and I can tell you they were meticulous in how they did this, and everybody who sees it will appreciate how wonderful a job they did. It's such a beautiful remembrance for you. And also like to thank, is Herb and Joan Goldberg here today? Yes. Is your son Todd here? He has to work, right? So Herb and Joan were kind enough to donate the bluestone pedestal in which the statue sits on, and they're from Morris Brick. So thank you so much for, number one, doing that and being with us today. We really appreciate that. So why don't we, Jen?
Yeah.
Why don't we unveil it? Let me
All
stop
right.
talking
Would
for a minute.
everyone like to step over this way?
The dog does invite.
So when you see it, I have the photo if anybody wants.